Richard Milhous Nixon, born on January 9, 1913, was the 37th President of the United States from 1969 to 1974.
He had previously served as the 36th Vice President of the United States from 1953 to 1961, and prior to that as a U.S. Representative and also a Senator from California.
5 months before the election, an alert security guard found burglars in the Democratic Party headquarters.
The burglars were later linked to high-ranking officials. Nixon denied all allegations, although investigation later revealed the existence of audio tapes of Nixon discussing the break-in.
And I think, too, that I could say that in my years of public life, that I welcome this kind of examination, because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
Nixon refused to turn in the tapes, claiming the tapes were covered by executive privilege.
Nixon claimed that the president had the right to privileged communication. The district court ruled against Nixon. The president appealed and the case quickly reached the Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court decided that Nixon had to hand over the tapes.
The court stated that under the Constitution, the judiciary branch had the final voice, not the executive branch.
Nixon handed over the tapes, admitting to engaging in the cover-up of the burglary.
Congress began impeachment proceedings for Nixon, but rather than face impeachment, he felt it was best to resign from office.
Therefore, I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow. Vice President Ford will be sworn in as president at that hour in this office.
Although Richard Nixon created and signed many environmental acts, ended the draft, and lowered the voting age, the impact he left on America was the first we had seen. America was given an insight on how corrupt the government can be, and to generally not trust everything they hear.
I let down the country. I let down our system of government, the dreams of all those young people that ought to get into government but will think it's all too corrupt and the rest. Most of all, I let down an opportunity that I would have had for 2.5 more years to proceed on great projects and programs for building a lasting peace.